Welcome to Money with Mark. This is the YouTube channel all about money. How we earn it, how we spend it, how we save it, and how we invest it to help you become financially independent or achieve whatever financial goals you have. In this episode, we're going to slow things down. This is Mark's Money Meditation. In this 20-minute meditation, you will not find any gimmicks. Visualizing $1 million has never made anyone rich. But what you will find are simple and effective principles. These principles are common amongst all self-made millionaires. Apply these principles in your own life, and you too will be well on your path to a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Now, when you're ready to start, turn off your phone, put away any notifications, and find a quiet place to lie down or sit comfortably. We're going to start this meditation off with a breathing exercise to slow down the mind. A calm mind is a clear mind, and a clear mind can become a wealthy mind. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Allow your eyes to soften and close them if you'd like. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. As you let your breathing return back to normal, take a moment to check in with where you might be holding any tension. If you're scrunching your forehead or your eyebrows, let them relax. If your jaw is clenched, feel your jaw relax and hang low. If you're holding something or your hands are clenched, let your hands to relax and the muscles to soften. When your mind starts to wander, simply note it as a thought and return back and focus on my voice. Visualize a beach by a beautiful lake. There's a big green forest surrounding it, with a high canopy of leaves and calm water down below. It appears as if the water is perfectly still. It's hard to imagine that there's an entire ecosystem that lives just below the surface. As you focus on the water, you start to notice some subtle changes. A leaf on the surface that appeared is slowly moving away. A small branch is following it in a line almost like a train. Floating off into the distance down the lake, you realize there must be a current in this lake, transporting the leaves and branches to another place. Possibly another river, lake, or maybe even the ocean. Of course, this seems obvious now. The lake has water coming in from one end and out of another. The lake is, of course, a metaphor for your money and the active flow that money takes as it passes in and out of your life. News outlets like Bloomberg, Forbes, or videos on social media can present the illusion that money is difficult and complex. While it is possible to do complex things with money, that's not what we're interested in. What we're interested in is becoming wealthy. And becoming wealthy is as simple as a lake. A lake may only have one river flowing in and one river flowing out. So long as there is more water coming in than leaving, you'll have a big, full, beautiful lake for many years and decades to come. While the water level will change with the seasons and the years, and of course the rainfall, this lake is in a beautiful, healthy balance. The same is true about wealth. If you're spending less than you make, then you will be accumulating wealth. And that is a very sustainable balance. Ideally, the lake has no outflow, which would allow even the tiniest of streams to fill the lake so full that it's bursting out of its banks. Large outflows are the biggest issue that prevents you from building up wealth. If your lake has a large outflow and is almost empty, what's the easiest way to fill it up? The easiest way is to dam up the outflow. Beavers are genetically programmed to hear and stop even the smallest trickle of water, which is why a simple beaver dam has the power to reroute rivers and create vast new lakes. You too can do the same thing. By watching what you spend your money on and being as meticulous as a beaver, you will stop every unnecessary dollar from being spent, allowing you to hold as many of your dollars for as long as possible. That is the first tool of wealth creation, and one of the simple secrets that is common amongst self-made millionaires. Stop the outflow of money. Spend as little of your money as possible. When you dam up the outflow of money that's being spent on takeout, big rent or mortgage payments, car loans, or new phones, that money previously being spent is now accumulating in your bank and building your wealth. It can now be used to fill up your lake instead of traveling to someone else's. Now that your lake is dammed up and your water levels are beginning to rise, you are moving into a position of power and wealth. But be patient. Filling up lakes is a slow process that can take months, years, or even many years to fill. But as your cash accumulates, you have the opportunity to put that money to work. The first thing your lake needs is rain. Water that is reliable and safe, consistently adding more water to your lake. Investing in low-cost index funds is your rain. It allows you to own a small piece of hundreds of companies. Those companies make money and share the profits with you. This is just like rain, helping you build up your lake. That is all you need for wealth. Wealth, at its core, is very simple. Spend less than you make and invest what you save. However, you have the option to speed up your wealth building. This can be done by building rivers that will flow water into your lake. That is, you have to build more income sources. In this process, be aware of scams and unnecessary spending, and be extremely cautious of ignoring the principles that come before this step. Because you can have dozens of rivers flowing into your lake, but if there's no dam to stop the outflow, then all your effort is wasted. Remember this next principle of wealth. Dam it before you build it. When you are looking to build more income streams, stick to what you know and what you can do on a recurring basis. While making $500 once is very nice, making $50 per month is better. Look for these reliable ways to consistently make money. Fixing and repairing bikes is more reliable and consistent than selling bikes. And of course, doing both is even better. And index fund investing is more reliable than starting your own business. Of course, you don't need to build more rivers to your lake. This process takes time, resources, expertise, and of course, money. Just remember that nobody will care for your money more than you will. So be very cautious when spending your money on building rivers. As you start to slowly open your eyes, keep these principles in mind. And of course, you can always come back to this meditation to remind yourself of the simple ways to build wealth. Money can be complex, but wealth is simple. Spend less than you earn. Invest what you save. Dam it before you build it. And be patient. Rome was not built in a day. It was built one block at a time, day after day, year after year.